President Trump has committed impeachable high crimes and misdemeanors.
There was back and forth on Capitol Hill today as legal scholars weigh in on whether President Trump's actions pertaining to Ukraine justify impeachment. 3 of the scholars called by the Democrats agree the president abused his power. But the 4th, who was called by Republicans, say there is just not enough evidence yet to bring impeachment charges. Their comments were made before the House Judiciary Committee in the first day of public hearings.
Political editor John Delano has reaction from a local expert and the only local member of the committee.
To some, Wednesday's Judiciary Committee hearing was strictly an academic affair.
I'm a political junkie. I really like history. I'm a lawyer. So to me, I'm having fun. I think it's interesting, but it's not doing anything to move the agenda forward in D.C., either for the Democrats or the Republicans.
With Western Pennsylvania Republican Congressman Guy Reschenthaler, the only local member of the Judiciary Committee present, legal scholars outlined when impeachment of a president was warranted.
President Trump has committed impeachable high crimes and misdemeanors by corruptly abusing the office of the presidency.
If you're going to accuse a president of bribery, you need to make it stick.
At issue is whether the president tried to bribe a foreign leader with military aid to interfere in the 2020 election. Duquesne University President Ken Gormley, an expert on impeachment, says the founders were clearly concerned with presidents conspiring with foreign leaders to intervene in American politics.
For sure, we're in a zone that clearly was contemplated by the framers when you're talking about the allegations, whether they're proven or not, against President Trump in terms of his alleged interference with Ukraine.
Despite a 300-page report from the House Intelligence Committee claiming otherwise, Reschenthaler insists
The problem that the Democrats are having is they cannot make out an underlying crime.
Which leads this Republican congressman to conclude
The president didn't do anything wrong.
that is what the whole House will need to decide. John Delano, KDKA News.